His headmaster told him he would either end up in prison or become a millionaire. He was never the one to shine bright in academics, especially while battling dyslexia and ADHD. His determination to succeed and his will to open doors to diverse industries paved his way to becoming a global icon with a net worth of $5.7 billion US. At the age of 70, he flew into space on board Virgin Galactic Unity 22, a suborbital test flight for his very own spaceflight company, Virgin Galactic, and became the third oldest person to fly into space. So hold on tight, we're about to take off to the world of Richard Branson. 3, 2, 1. And make sure to stick around until the end of the video, where we will tell you how one lucky winner can win a book of Richard Branson of your choice. From a young age, Richard Branson set his eyes on becoming an entrepreneur. He achieved this dream at the age of 16 with his first business venture, a magazine called Student. His idea for entrepreneurship ran wild and free. He was able to see opportunities where others see none. Being dyslexic never restrained him from striving for growth. His energy and hunger for success go unmatched. His dyslexia stood no chance against him. It was his determination that resulted him being placed in the Time 100 most influential people in the world. If anyone ever puts you down for having dyslexia, don't believe them. Being dyslexic can be a big advantage, and it has certainly helped me. Sir Richard Charles Nicholas Branson was born in London in the year 1950 to Eve Branson and Edward James Branson. His performance at school was very poor. He was struggling to keep up. However, his parents were supportive of his learning difficulty. He faced ups and downs in school, especially since many were not educated about dyslexia. Hence, they were unable to recognize and guide him through his learning disability. Instead, his teachers simply ruled him out as lazy, couldn't keep up, and didn't fit in. It was much later in life when he found out he suffered from dyslexia. He continued his education until the age of 16 and voluntarily dropped out. He then invested his time in growing Christmas trees and budgies in an attempt at selling to earn a few extra bucks. By 1969, Richard Branson's net worth was estimated at £50,000. While maintaining Student, he worked on a mail order record business. He knew and understood the benefit of handling the two hand in hand. He used his magazine as a source for advertising popular albums. He even interviewed many prominent figures back in the 1960s, including Mick Jagger. This connection between the two investments drove his sales through the roof and paved the way for the opening of his record shop on Oxford Street, London. Virgin Records was a huge success and soon became globally known. In no time, the roads ahead of him cleared and he went on to become the world's largest independent record label. He found the stepping stones to success. It was one entrepreneurial idea after another. Before he knew it, he was cooking up a recipe to become an international business tycoon. What came next for Richard Branson? While on a trip to Puerto Rico and having his flight cancelled, he decided to charter his flight and offered a trip to the rest of the stranded passengers. This was the beginning of Virgin Atlantic, his airline company. He later invested in Virgin Cargo and Virgin Holidays. In his late 20s, he invested in Necker Island, located about 100 miles east of Puerto Rico, which he purchased in the year 1979 for just $180,000. He spent over $10 million for renovations when he transformed it into a luxury resort. This is a 74-acre island with white sandy beaches and spectacular wildlife. This island was uninhabited until Richard Branson turned it into an exclusive luxury resort. In the early 1990s, his luck took a break. Financial troubles multiplied by 1992. The company was having trouble staying afloat. To keep his airline company stable, he decided to end something very dear to his heart. He ended the chapter of Virgin Records by selling it to EMI. This time was very traumatic for Branson. He valued Virgin Records deeply as it was the initial step to the success of the Virgin Empire he created. The path to success is a learning process. There must be ups and downs, one must fall to get up, it will always be unpredictable. Along with the sale of Virgin Records, a few of Richard Branson's other ventures came crumbling down and collapsed. Virgin Cosmetics, Virgin Brides, Virgin Publishing, Virgin Clothing, and Virgin Cola. He admits that his greatest failure was Virgin Cola and not knocking Coca-Cola off their pedestal. Even though this was a mentally challenging period for Richard Branson, he still vividly saw opportunities that no one else saw at first glance. The global icon re-entered with new businesses including Virgin Radio, Virgin Money, Virgin Mobile, Virgin Active, Virgin Trains, and many more. I suppose the secret to bouncing back is not only to be unafraid of failures, but to use them as motivational and learning tools. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes as long as you don't make the same ones repeatedly. Never did he hide from failure, instead he found learning opportunities in his thirst for achievement. This quality in him is what made him iconic. His surprising attitude towards failure is what makes him Richard Branson. After the setback, he soon began pushing through in search of clear skies, searching for the sweet smell of success by removing obstacles and jumping hurdles and racing to the very top. He reached so far and beyond and grabbed at an opportunity like no other: space tourism. Virgin Galactic taking paying passengers to suborbital outer space. This business venture is another clear example of how this global icon is the risk taker we could never be. In 2014, the first test flight destroyed the original ship, but he has a dream of exploring space and wants to include as many individuals as he can to bring along for the ride among the stars. I was once a kid with a dream, looking up to the stars, and now I'm an adult in a spaceship looking back to our beautiful Earth. Richard Branson, this iconic business magnate, how did someone suffering from dyslexia achieve so much in life? What is his secret to riding high and above? Screw it, let's do it. Have an idea, have a dream, and work for it. Strive for its success, make it happen. Also, in one of his books, Branson confirmed that even though Winston Churchill and John F. Kennedy's oratory skills were lauded, their achievements were far greater. Indeed, Branson believes that these great men were also great listeners. Listening, in Branson's opinion, is a woefully undervalued skill and the hallmark of many excellent leaders. The untold secret of business success is the ability to truly listen. Having grown up with dyslexia, I learned very early in life that if I wanted to take anything then, I had to force myself to listen intently. Sometimes if you see an opportunity, but there is a stubborn obstacle in the way, you have to think creatively to get around it. There is no doubt he is the ultimate daredevil in today's world. In 1986, he aimed to achieve the fastest Atlantic crossing by ship in his Virgin Atlantic Challenger 2. He beat the record by 2 hours. In 1991, he broke the record for crossing the Pacific from Japan to Arctic Canada in a hot air balloon. In 2004, he was able to set a record for the fastest crossing of the English Channel from England to France in an amphibious vehicle. He is an inventor, an author, and an adventurer. The founder of the Virgin Group now owns more than 400 companies in multiple industries. He opened multiple new doors when one closed on him. He accepted his disability and turned it into a superpower. Make sure to comment down below how Richard Branson inspired you for today's giveaway. The winner will be announced on next week's video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.